Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Wolf Official podcast / YouTube broadcast. My name is Carl, and I'm going to be going over a few things about the smartphone apps and the business. So, a lot of you know that apps on the smartphones have become absolutely enormous. Most people don't realize the importance of apps and how they affect our day-to-day lives. Everybody has a smartphone on, and it runs 24/7. The first thing we do when we wake up is we look at our smartphone, and our smartphone is like a lifesaver, like Star Wars lifesaver. And no matter where we go, we always use our apps to get us from one place to another, and also to help us with our studies. It provides us more information than we could absolutely even fathom. So I'm going to explain to you the importance of smartphones and business and what the two together can create for your future. So let's get started. Smartphone apps and business. Okay. First things first. Buy a smartphone. And once you buy your smartphone, download your apps. Whatever apps you're going to use are going to be related to your business. And your business could be anything, like from a blog to a restaurant, to it could really be anything. Everything is online right now. Even brick and mortar businesses are having apps created so that they can either rank in Google or have people find their business easier, or to comparing themselves to other restaurants and companies. So the next thing is, if you're an entrepreneur or you're an infopreneur, then you're going to want to get into the app development. The reason you should get into app development is because that is where everything's heading. Most people don't realize this, but more people would rather go without their phone than... let me phrase that. People want their phone more than anything else. They love their phone. It helps them on a day-to-day. So why not jump into the app business and start at least learning how it works? I'm not saying go out there and buy a particular app. I'm not saying go work for a company that specializes in app developments for the smartphone. But what I am saying is that you should get a general knowledge of apps. Okay? So that's for infopreneurs and entrepreneurs. Get into the app learning courses and stuff like that. Okay? So that jumps right into our core discussion, which is going to be about the top 3 reasons to learn about the smartphones and how they're used in business today. You already know that everybody's using smartphones. They got iPads. They have and each one of those has apps on them. People are downloading them constantly because they want to be able to stay connected with what's going on. A lot of times what they're doing on their phone is they have all these different, let's say, you can call them websites, or you could even call them businesses. And they have these different websites and businesses that are hooked up to apps. And they're going in, they're checking their finances, they're checking their subscribers, they're checking their views, they're looking at statistics, and all these different apps. The cool thing about apps is there's so many of them. and that means you can virtually group these apps together, and it is limitless. You can get so much information from these apps, and you can organize them in a way that by category on your phone. So that's a little bit about that. Okay, let's jump right into number one, the first reason. Most people are tired of working the 9 to 5, and what happens is they're thinking to themselves, how can I do this somewhere else? Like, how can I put my income in a place that I'm receiving it without actually going to work? It's like automation. Another word is residual. How can I not work at this place anymore and go get an online business and actually make money from that, technically, while you sleep? And the thing is, it's not easy, but it is possible. And when you have Wi-Fi, you can virtually go anywhere you want. And as long as you have your smartphone, you can do business. You can write stuff, and you can post it to the blog, and you can have people buy your products from there. You could automate it to where as soon as they buy the product, it's immediately downloaded to their inbox. All they have to do is download it, and then they can view it. But they pay for it first through PayPal. So that's what I mean by your business going anywhere now. And these file sharing programs like Dropbox and Google Docs, people are able to download information at rapid speeds now. We're talking like videos, sounds, like in addition to text. So, you can take work with you anywhere nowadays. And I just explained to you how to automate it right there. It's real simple. You set up your courses, your e-courses pretty quickly. But I mean, you want to take time into it, and then they go in and they go through your course, and like you build it one time, and people buy it from there on out. You don't have to do anything but build a course one time and set up the automation system. Okay, so moving on to number 2. The internet is changing the game. Back then, people, even me, weren't actually too concerned about the internet. I didn't know if it was going to be a thing now and then die in the future. But now I'm realizing that it's a go-to place for information. So the average person is actually going in and finding what they want to eat that day. They're finding out what workout they want to do that day. They're finding out where they want to go that day just by search engines. So search engines are giving the priority over brick and mortar. Because back then, brick and mortar businesses, they had to put up advertising where people, literally traffic like cars driving down the road, could see their sign, or advertising through the newspaper and magazines. That's how they got there. That's how they had to put their message out there, and then try to find a way for people to show up at their doorstep and do business with them. But things are a little bit different now. Information is coming so much quicker at a rapid speed because of the internet. So people are literally jumping on their computers first thing in the morning, or their smartphones, and they're typing in and getting the most relative searches, and basically pointing them where they need to go, not exactly where the business wants them to go, but it's pointing them in the direction that they want to go, because the internet knows the person searching more than the business knows this person. That's how the internet's changing the game. Okay, like I said earlier, even fast food restaurants are using the internet to promote their businesses. I've seen businesses go under because they're not ranking high, or they're getting bad reviews on the internet. And so that basically gives the power to the searcher, or the searchee, to write a good comment about your company, or a bad comment about your company. So, but you need Wi-Fi. You definitely need Wi-Fi if you're going to have a smartphone business. Remember that. So your plan B would be brick and mortar, right? Or real estate or something offline. But your first one would be your business where there's Wi-Fi. Okay, and I already told you apps are popular. Apps are very, very popular, and I have my own app. I created an app. People are creating apps all the time. It's ridiculous. But for some people that aren't aboard the train yet, they don't understand this. But apps are making our lives easier. Okay, number 3. Nowadays, I already told you that the business is on 24/7, okay? And I told you that people are searching through Google, and they're searching through YouTube to learn, to find out, to get information. They're using these search engines because they're getting their information that they need. So, having said that, me being a musician, one of the things that I've learned is that your customers, your clients, your fans, that particular category, okay, they want to be close to the star. That's what I realized. They want to be close to the star. They are more interested in staying close and connected to you, even though you're this big star. They want to be connected. They want to be your friend on Facebook. They want to be a follower on Twitter. They want to be a subscriber on YouTube. So what I'm saying is that with your smartphone business, your fans are going to be at your fingertips all the time, if you choose to. But you see where I'm going with this. It's like them having your cell phone number. They can always send you a message. They can give you a thumbs up. They can like something. They can dislike something. They can steer you in the right direction now. And you are so far away, virtually, somewhere in the mountains with Wi-Fi, and you're getting all this information, all these people are giving you reviews on one song, on one product, on one service. And you're not even next to them, but yet you're getting all this information. And to me, that's amazing. Because no longer do I have to show up to... Alright, so no longer do I have to show up to work, okay? Say I'm the boss and I'm not even there as is, and there's no such thing as the internet. I show up to work, and I'm working, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go, and I leave it up to the manager to supervise everybody else while I'm gone. Even then, the only real statistics that you could get is like Pony Express. I mean, however long it takes for the person to walk to the next person to give them information. That's what it was like. But now, I have 600 subscribers. Each one of them are leaving comments. I have people on blog posts leaving comments. I have Facebook friends that are leaving comments on this. I like that. I like that. It's like the product is in the middle, but now both the customer and the producer of the product are so far away from the product that the product is getting all these reviews and making it to where neither the product holder, the producer of the product, needs to be there anymore. And the person who's getting the product doesn't need to be there anymore. And that's an interesting way to look at it. The consumer gets the product, but because of the internet and apps, life is so much more faster. Things are so much more smoother. We're getting information about the product at lightning speeds, and we're getting what we want because of search engines, because of apps. Thank you guys for watching this video. I encourage you to go to wolfofficial.com and subscribe to my email list. And there you can take one email at a time, see what I have to say, and then if you like something, click on it. If you don't, then you don't. And I'll encourage you to stay with me, because I'm going to everything that I learn, I'm going to share with you. And, no hidden agendas. I'm here to provide information. But subscribe, share some of the content that I provide for you. And I look forward to our next YouTube session together and podcast. All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye.